Hi there. Well, this is really hard to take. This little beach is just north of Cairns in far north Queensland. And tomorrow I'm starting an epic motorbike ride from here across to Darwin. And now I'd like you to meet my companion, the most dangerous part of this assignment. This lady is a contemporary French adventurer who tours the world on a motorbike and writes about her experiences. She has ridden alone through Turkey, Afghanistan, Japan and Alaska. Her name is Anne-France Dautheville, but in Australian I'll call her Anne. This is her second trip to Australia, so she's going to show me a part of my own country I've never seen. Cairns across the Cape to Normanton, down to Mount Isa, Tennant Creek and north to Darwin, over 3,000 kilometres. Well, it's really sort of amazing starting something like this, especially in a part of the world you've never been in.
I'm always scared before beginning a big trip. And I was also wondering if I would recognize my memories.
I wouldn't attempt a trip like this by myself.
Why?
Oh, I don't know. I think mainly because I'm very into people, and I really like having someone to share it with, share the experience with.
Mm.
Hi there.
G'day.
Where you heading?
Going to Normanton.
Oh, pulled in a good place, haven't you, eh? Cool off a bit. It's a long, dry road up from here.
Yeah, Photographs Road in Normanton.
Bitumen of the Gilbert.
Yeah.
From the Gilbert, you got dirt to Croydon.
Yeah, that's it.
Right.
I remember.
And I think there's a small bit of bitumen out of Croydon. I wouldn't be sure on that. It's a long time since I've been up there.
Well, Anne's been through here before. I haven't.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't been to Cairns.
Well, I used to drive a truck through here about 8 years ago.
80?
No, 8. I'm not that old. Come on, what are you coming at, eh?
Gentlemen, could we have a cigarette and also a beer inside?
That's not a bad idea. I'm pretty dry myself. Come on. Come and join us.
Man could die of the heat in this thirst.
Oh, I reckon you could, eh?
Hey,
if you
wait
don't.
for me.
Yeah, ladies first.
Great.
Let's hope the fella hasn't run out of beer in the meantime.
Hey, hitting the dirt.
Yeah. Put my scarf on, I think.
Yeah, better. Hopla. Oh, that will do in a moment, huh? I'll fix it later. Okay. Don't go too fast.
It's a bit lonely after the mateship of the Outback pub. There's just us, the heat, and now that dreaded gravel. I'm a bit nervous about this stretch to Normanton. All those stories about potholes you can disappear into and clouds of choking bull dust. I think they must be exaggerated, but they don't do much for the confidence. Still, if we have an accident, it's bound to be on this gravel. This is hard, dirty riding. I'm hoping like hell you don't swerve in the bull dust and go over. Oh well, thinking back, I've survived worse.
It's a sort of a game between the gravel road and me. I mean, on a gravel road, even if it is rotten, there is a good patch for the bike. You just put your front wheel in direction where it could be hard. The gravel could be hard, you wouldn't swivel. You jump over the corrugation, you don't feel it. And the whole game is to follow the line of the tires and try not to lose it when they cross together.
We've hit the Gulf at Normanton and then head south towards Isa, 500 dry, hot kilometres. Our first stop, Mary Kathleen, home of Australia's controversial uranium. So this is the stuff, Hank, that all bothers about at the moment.
That's right. And one surprising factor is actually it's not yellow.
Oh, really?
It's green.
Green
That's
cake.
Tell me, you put such a radioactive thing in those little drums?
The product which goes in there is radioactive, but nowhere near what people are made to believe. Or we can stand near it, and we can talk near it. We have to do this for around about 40 years before perhaps it would affect us.
What is that the yellow cake actually used for?
The only thing is I know is that it is going to an upgrading plant, and from there on it's going into an atomic energy station.
Only on peaceful occupations.
Well, I hope so.
Is Mary Kathleen a pleasant place to live?
It's beautiful.
Isn't it lovely after such a hot ride to find somewhere like this?
In fact, I don't care riding in the dust or in the mud or anything, as long as I have a luxury stop sometime.
Yeah, I didn't think Mary Kathleen would be green and pleasant and...
Oh, was such a name?
Yeah, I suppose so, but I really thought it'd probably be some hot, dusty little town,
Yeah.
being out here.
I was saying that's incredible that in such a peaceful place you can find stuff enough to burst the whole world out.
Yeah, right.
Maybe another
I think they should maybe leave it in the ground, you know. Where are you headed?
Going down to Alice Springs.
You'll be sunburned if you stay here.
Yeah. My nose.
How long have you been waiting?
Just this morning.
Have you been in Australia long?
Oh, about 3 months.
Oh, you still had an accent?
Yeah, I picked it straight off.
I didn't. Where do you come from?
Canada.
Isn't it too hard to hitchhike here?
Too hot?
Hard.
Oh, too hard. Yes, very hard.
Worse than in Canada?
Yes, worse in Canada. It's not enough cars on the road.
Well, listen, we might keep tracking.
Yeah.
Good luck with your hitching.
Okay.
Well, now, of course, we've struck the plains, the really hot, dry section of the trip. An incredibly long stretch with very little variation in between, and the heat really gets to you after an hour or so.
It was just harsh country, dry, that long, long, long road, and nothing. I just stopped thinking. It's just here and now, because it's just the feeling of the wind which creates the distance. It's an incredible feeling.
Yeah, at the end of this trip, one will feel enormous satisfaction, a real victory.
On those long distance, hot roads, we just wait till the end.
This is a first for me. Aboriginal faith healing, where Alex, the tribal doctor, by laying on hands, will cure Henry's pain and nausea. Henry has been receiving treatment unsuccessfully from white doctors for some time, but now has finally turned to traditional tribal healing.
You got it.
You got it.
No, just that's from get it.
Yeah.
Get it. Yeah, able to.
So does he take that into himself?
Yeah, I think that's power. Bring it up to him.
Yeah, and he takes it into his own body.
Or if you want to get it straight out, he show you like that. Put a bit of power into myself too.
Why put the hand on the
Hands in your head. Just push down.
Push it down. Does Henry feel this happening inside him?
He can feel it. Only the things what's the power on the man.
Yeah.
He can't
He just stays quiet.
stay quiet.
Well, that is all right.
He says you're alright.
He's all right now. He's healed. You feel better now, Henry?
Yes.
What was wrong with you? Do you know?
Inside me, there was something there that I felt inside my body was affecting me all the time.
Do you know what it was?
No, I think it was something felt like a bone.
Like a curse of some description.
Yeah, someone that I don't know.
Uh-huh.
It's all gone now.
Right. I notice you've got a cross over there. What does that mean?
It's a Catholic cross
Uh-huh.
that I got from the priest, and when I was a child going to school, I used to follow church up a lot.
Uh-huh.
You are Catholic?
Yeah.
But they can't do what Alex does.
God, our Lord, He had much more power,
Yeah.
but He is the one that where we got all this power from,
In the first place, yeah.
our Lord Jesus.
You've already had treatment from white doctors for this sickness?
Yeah. after the operation, they cut a tissue away from my liver.
Uh-huh. But then you were still sick, and you asked Alex to help you.
Yeah.
Which medicine do you prefer?
Well, in both ways, I like, I trust in white and black.
Both? Same?
Both.
The same.
Same.
Oh, yeah?
Well, one a bit different than the other. One cuts and the other don't.
Yeah.
That was the most unusual experience for me. I've never seen that sort of thing before, you
If
know?
you ever come to France, I will show you the same with French people, some remote villages who heal the others exactly the same way.
Really? Faith healing?
Yeah,
Isn't that... what?
just with the hands, you know, like this.
Yeah?
It's not
Yeah.
everywhere. There is one in Paris, in fact. I went to see him once. I twisted my ankle.
Uh-huh.
Reminded of the whole affair. I turned around when I heard you humming sweet summer singing in the air. Flowers of the day and the morning joy lead me on by the Monday blue. I often wonder about the time in the rhythm. Well, I love what I've been going through. Sure, I love what I've been going through. Going through. ocean. And I remember now what put these wheels in motion. So good to be a part of you and share your lonesome highway. But you'll be gone too soon. Yes, you'll be gone too soon.
Incredible!
They must be young bulls, I guess.
Huh?
Young bulls.
Young!
Yeah.
That size!
Yeah, incredible. Huge.
Something I love about bike riding is that your body is always awake. And you discover new body feelings that you didn't know before.
Yes, it does wonderful things to your head. Such a long distance. You get beyond boredom and beyond thought, and you just are. Once you've experienced that, you want to go back and taste it again.
That's a freedom.
And it's the thing that people that have never ridden bikes would never ever know.
I would like the trip to carry on like this. When riding a bike, I kill the time. There is no time anymore. There is no lasting. It's here and now.
Not bad, huh?
Huge.
Ah, you broke another one, look. You drove in the area before. This one was completely knocked down. They're huge things. Look at this. They're double the size of the others.
Hope they don't run up my legs. Their movement seems to be sort of totally random, doesn't it? I mean, some are going that way and some are going that way, but they don't seem to be... I mean, they're all heading off over this way.
They really look like Gothic cathedrals, the big domes here, don't they?
Cathedrals?
Cathedrals.
Yeah.
Huh?
Domes and spires and...
No domes in Gothic.
Really?
No, it's Roman who has dome. Nice, get champagne. It's exactly what we need.
That's all the way at great expense. Here we go.
Wow, to our last day of trip.
Yes. We've been very lucky, haven't we?
Didn't come off? Had a good time? Oh, it's a bit sad to finish the travel. Oh, I forgot my rings. Cheers.
Cheers.
Mmm.
Remarkable, isn't it? In the middle of nowhere. Now he needs a huge lobster and mayonnaise, maybe. It's been fun. I'd like to keep going around Australia.
Oh, yes.
Of you?
Easy trip?
What's that?
Easy trip?
Yeah, oh, it's been incredible.
Might help you thirst a bit, right?
What have we got here?
Up here we call it a Darwin stubby.
Oh, isn't that incredible? I was feeling a bit thirsty, as a matter of fact.
very sad the trip goes to an end.
I want to see Darwin. Of course, I've heard about the cyclone damage and all that sort of stuff. And I'm fascinated to see what difference, if any, that's made to the population or the town.
It's incredible. The last time I was in Darwin, everything was flat. I've never seen such a devastation.
Well, this is Darwin, and that's the end of our trip. And that thought brings mixed feelings. There's a satisfaction at having conquered the road and the conditions and the heat, and we didn't have an accident. But there's a sort of emptiness as well, because tomorrow night we won't be in a new town and we won't be meeting new people and throwing up our tents in a new place. And thinking about it, I'd do the whole thing all over again.
We go back?
See ya.
I think people have the face of the country they live in, and the country has also the face of the people who inhabit it. And here in Australia, in that part of northern Australia, country is sunburned, so are people, wrinkled, so are people, harsh with stone. And when you first bump in this country, you feel it hostile, ready to crush you, because you're so small in such a vastness.